Ready for a very special day. This is a very special time. Show me a hill I can climb. Give me a mountain to move, and I'll prove that it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, it's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving, so this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, it's time for you to lose the blues. And
Lose that blues, and it's a Monday morning, and that means my partner in crime, my co-host this morning, is Erin from Meadowview Healthcare Center. Good morning, Erin.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Yep.
Yeah. What a beautiful Monday, though, right?
It is a very nice Monday.
The sky was gorgeous this morning.
Yes.
And so anybody got to see that? Yay for you. You count your blessings for that. And then we're going to be warm today.
Yeah, it's like 80 or something, isn't it?
And it was not raining this morning,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, love that.
I love that so much, too. Yeah, I think we all are rejoicing on that for sure. All right, well, good morning to you. Let's thank our sponsors this morning, Erin.
We have Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Care First Urgent Care, and McAllister Land Consulting.
Yay, thank you to our great sponsors. I want to kind of do a recap. Friday night, I went to the Beauty and the Beast performance from West Washington.
Aww.
And it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know enough of the names, like to name the character or the people. I mean, like I know Beauty and the Beast. I mean, I know like the character names like that. I don't know the students' names.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, they were so good. It was, yeah.
It's funny because we were just talking about Beauty and the Beast. We were playing charades.
Uh-huh.
And it was songs, and it was Be Our Guest,
yeah.
Beauty and the Beast, and Lily didn't know it, and I was like, what is wrong with you? How
did you not know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, that's one of my favorite scenes. I could not wait for them to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they did it. They pulled it off. It was so good. The performance was fantastic. It was a great time Friday night. I was afraid if I didn't go Friday night that I wouldn't get it in because Saturday night was the Bohemian Supper Club. I'm saying that right, Bohemian Supper Club. And that is where they do different performers, and they did the alumni, so like past performers, students from Salem High School, performed and did a fantastic job.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that was cool. And the proceeds go to benefit a scholarship for a lucky student at Salem.
Wow.
So that was really neat. Also, before that, I had a big birthday party. Had a grandson turn 10. So, so exciting weekend for sure.
Double digits.
Huh? Yeah, I know. Yeah, he joined the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's exciting. Beautiful weekend. So did you have a good weekend?
Oh, yeah. We rented a cabin out by Patoka Lake and stayed there for the weekend. So, yeah.
How wonderful.
Yeah,
fun.
It was great.
Did you guys, have you done any mushroom hunting?
No, but Lily's never been, so I do want to do some mushroom hunting this year.
I think I'm hearing a lot of people are finding them right now.
Oh my gosh, a lot of them. I see them all over Facebook and stuff.
Me too. So, if they're out there,
Yeah.
So I just go to Walmart and buy mine.
Yeah, I do too. I mean,
a little different kind of mushroom, but
yeah.
But what can you do, right?
Yeah.
Closest fungus we can get. But anyway, so a big weekend, but we're ready for a big week, and we're getting closer and closer. Before we'll be talking about, well, today's tax day.
Yeah.
Everybody hates that. And I was talking with Nancy Coates a little bit about it, and there were some exemptions that some of the homeowners did not receive this year from the state. So that's why some of the taxes are up. Like there were some people, their taxes went down.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, their taxes went up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like just the way it happens, and so that's why some of the taxes were up, because a lot of people were upset, and I feel like that if you're upset about it, or you feel like something, or maybe you want to check into it, they are so wonderful to work with.
Yeah.
Up there, and I'm talking about property taxes is what I'm talking about. But go up there and find out, about them, and talk to them about this, and have them explain that to you.
Yeah.
And it wasn't any one big thing. It was a matter of one of the exemptions that the state had gave several homeowners went away.
Oh, okay.
So on that, but then on our actual taxes, though, hopefully everybody, I think you have till 6 o'clock tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how is that done? Isn't it like it has to have a stamp on? Doesn't it have to be stamped by the post office? Is that right, or something? I can't remember. There was something like that.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. I always do mine early, so I don't, because if I don't, I'll forget.
Well, it's hard, you know what I mean? Because you're in your mind, you might think it's just like anything. You get busy, and then it's like if you don't do it, then
Oh yeah. If I think of it, I gotta do it right now.
Is that strike when the iron's hot? Is that right? Or skillet's hot, or whatever?
Yep.
When before the biscuits burn?
Yeah. Whatever it is, I've got to do it.
Whatever it takes, whatever to get through to everyone, yeah. But anyway, so tax season today, 6 o'clock is the deadline. I think so. We'll find out a little bit more. I'll talk about that in a moment. All right, and we thanked our sponsors, and onward ho we go. Also, speaking of that, the Washington County Treasurer's Office, they are having extended hours going on to pay your taxes, and that is, it's located at 99 Public Square. They're having extended office hours Saturday, May the 4th. May the 4th. Mm-hmm. May the 4th be with you. Sorry. Squirrel.
Yeah.
Went down another path, sorry. Monday, May the 6th, Tuesday, May the 7th, Wednesday, May the 8th, Thursday, May the 9th, and Friday, May the 10th, and from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturday, May the 4th, will be from 8 to noon. All unpaid taxes will be assessed, and a penalty of 5% for the first 30 following the deadline. So you can pay with credit card, you can money order, and they really work with you to make sure that you get those paid. So at the Washington County Courthouse. Also, I want to remind everybody, we got a political forum coming up, and that'll be on Tuesday, April the 30th, and that's at City Council Chambers, City Hall, and so we will be having it Facebook, YouTube, and also streaming it, and also we'll be having it on WSLM. So there we go. So, awesome. Yeah, we're happy to have that political forum, so that's exciting for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to today is moving right along here, the 15th day of April. Do you realize that's the middle of the month?
Crazy.
It is crazy.
The time just goes by like it's nothing anymore.
I know. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What happened? Okay, today is ASL Day, American Sign Language Day. Oh. I know a little bit. I know the alphabet.
Me too. That's it.
That is it. Like, I just don't.
I can't put it into words.
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love to watch signing though.
I do too.
Yeah.
I wish I knew more.
I do too. And I like it, like music, whenever they sign to music.
Oh, it's so cool. Like at concerts
beautiful.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that so much. I have to watch, because I find myself watching the person who's signing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful.
And some of them get really into it.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I know. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. So this is so hats off to everyone that can do it. Yay for you. Boston Marathon Day. You're a runner. I
haven't been running lately.
But has that ever been like on your to-do list?
The Boston Marathon is like crazy.
I know.
It's the craziest marathon ever. You have to have all this stuff you have to be able to qualify for it. I mean, hats off to whoever can get into the Boston Marathon and actually run the entire thing. That is insane.
It's an honor just to get in there, right?
Yeah.
Has that ever been like a goal of yours though?
Yeah, whenever I first started running, before my lung collapse and stuff, that was my goal. But you have to train for a long time to be able to just go. The Boston Marathon is...
Yeah.
You've been running for a while if you're running that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think you'd have to be... I mean, think of the discipline you'd have to be, too.
Oh, my gosh. I can't imagine.
I'm just thinking, like, how disciplined. I mean, you'd have to be... Talk about eye of the tiger, right?
Yeah, I thought I was disciplined running, like 3 miles in the morning before work. Them people are insane.
Yeah. Well, so today's Boston Marathon Day. Income tax payday. We just talked about that.
Yeah.
That's not a great way to start off our morning, right?
No, it's a Monday and you gotta pay your taxes.
I know. Yeah. Jackie Robinson Day. Baseball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. McDonald's Day. I'm loving it.
I'm loving it too.
I am too. I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
So if we're going to McDonald's right now, and now they have a great breakfast. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love their breakfast. I do. But I'm really I like their food, their other food, right?
Oh no, I love their breakfast.
Yeah. So what would we be getting? What would you order?
I love their steak, egg, and cheese bagels.
Oh.
And their hash browns. Oh my gosh.
But if it was lunchtime, what would you be getting?
If it was lunchtime, I would probably just get chicken nuggets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
I mean, you can't.
Right?
Yeah, and their frappes.
Oh, have mercy.
Not that I need it, but it's so good.
I know. Well, and then I'm thinking of course, see, it's such a torn between two lovers.
Yeah.
I love the Big Macs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the filet of fish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then the nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so many good things, right? Quarter pounder.
Honestly, everything is good. There's nothing really that I don't like from McDonald's.
Yeah. I like just a cheeseburger, too.
Yeah.
I mean, right?
McChickens, they're delicious.
Oh,
yeah. But hear me out, McDonald's.
Okay.
Bring back the snack wraps.
Oh, I know.
The snack wraps were so good, and they took them away.
Well, I think that there was like a supply and demand. I think there was more, to the story. But, yeah, I'm with you on those. Those were really good, too, yeah.
When the snack wraps were there, the small ones, not the big ones in the weird boxes, but when they had the small snack wraps, I ordered it every time I went to McDonald's. And then they went away, and I was really sad.
Boo.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
And their soft drinks, though, are the best. They're the best soft drinks.
And their McRibs when they have them out
for
the
don't
season.
even. Now you got me. Oh, you played the seat. I love them McRibs.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. When they're back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. And they always tell me, Becky, the McRibs are going to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for telling me that. I needed to know that. And I like it. I like the sauce. I like it all. Yeah, it's just real messy, but it's so good.
Before I got into healthcare, I worked at McDonald's whenever I was a teenager for a few years. Yeah.
Look at you.
I mean, it paid well. It was a great job. Yeah.
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 Well, you learn a lot. I mean, you definitely learn time management. I mean, you have to be on the go. I mean, because seconds count. You know what I mean?
And they moved me up to management very quickly and trained me.
Yeah. There's ways to go up the ladder if you choose to. Yeah, definitely.
And I ended up in healthcare.
And those fries.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now you're in healthcare. Yeah. And those fries. Let's just talk about it. And whenever they give you fresh fries. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no other fast food place that compares to McDonald's fries.
No. When they first came into Salem, I was cheerleader, and after the games we'd go and they would drop us like hot fries, fresh hot fries. And we get so excited. I mean, I know that sounds silly, but it's just the little things like that. You know, having a McDonald's and having fresh hot fries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And McDonald's fries.
Especially in small towns, because whenever I was younger, we lived in Ferdinand, and they didn't have a McDonald's.
Oh.
I lived in Ferdinand when they built the McDonald's right there off the interstate. So it was like a big deal. You know, we're getting a McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is a big deal. When you see those golden arches.
Yeah, nothing better.
I can spot them from afar.
Yeah.
All right, Micro Volunteering Day. She's trying to, I'm circling the wagon here. Micro Volunteering Day. Okay. I guess like kind of micromanaging, like volunteering, kind of being like the person.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. They call that the straw boss or something.
Yeah.
Like that. You know what I mean? Or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of when you're trying to wrangle up, what is it, cats or whatever they call it, cat. I don't know, whatever. National Glazed Spiral Ham Day. Oh, have mercy.
Yeah. I love ham.
Yeah, it looks really pretty too. Yeah. Yeah. National Laundry Day.
It's gonna have to be a no for me, dog.
Yeah. I remember being so excited of getting my first. I wanted a clothesline so much, so bad. And I remember, like, it was because as a little girl, I remember my mom putting clothes on the clothesline.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I remember running through it. But when you grow up and you're an adult, you realize how bad that was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I realized, you know what I mean, like what I was doing to her.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I should not have been doing
that. Yeah. As an adult, you realize, no wonder she was telling me stop. You know what I mean? You know, no wonder I was getting in trouble for that. You know. But when you're a little girl, and there was nothing like as a child running through when there's sheets and the smell of them and they're like half almost dry.
Yeah.
And just that feel and the wind's going. You know, and you're full throttle.
Yeah, pedal to the metal, baby.
That's right, running right through. You know
if you ain't first, you're last.
Try not to get clotheslined.
Yeah.
You gotta duck.
Yeah, I hate laundry, but I love the smell of it.
Oh yeah.
Love the smell of clean laundry.
Or like if you if you go into somebody's house and outside like their dryer, you can smell it blowing out. Or it blows. Yeah. No, right?
It's great. Yeah.
You want that smell like when somebody comes up to your door.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You want somehow that smell. It's just,
I even buy the fresh linen wax warmers. Because they smell like laundry soap. I just love the smell of it, or the candles, or I just love that fresh linen scent. It smells so good.
And when you walk by somebody that their laundry, like when their shirts and like don't get me wrong, like I love perfume, I love cologne, I love deodorant, love all of that. Okay, but there's nothing like when their laundry, when their shirts,
you can smell
their laundry.
Yeah,
oh my goodness, it's like
smells so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much did you put in there?
Well, how much? Hats off to the people, for the people that are doing the laundry, male, female, whatever.
Yeah.
Whoever's doing the laundry and making it like that.
You are killing it.
You are.
You're
and
winning
I recognize it. I always. I like, you know what I mean, and I'm not trying to embarrass the person, but whoever does your laundry, somebody's rocky.
Yeah.
To be able to have that, your
scent still on you when you're walking around.
Okay, that's where I'm at. That
scent
that's still on you, and I'm smelling that. Somebody's doing a good job.
Yeah.
And I always want to bring that to the table whoever's doing your laundry. You need to go right now and thank them.
Yeah, I aspire to be them.
Yes. Oh yeah. It won't happen. It's not gonna happen.
No.
But they're accomplishing something huge.
Yeah, they're winning at life.
Definitely. National Rubber Eraser Day. You know how you have a pencil? Remember, let's go back when we used to use pencils and then, like, the eraser's almost gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really hard on erasers I was.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mistakes were far more than my accomplishments when it came to writing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I am so OCD. Speaking of erasers, if I'm writing on a paper and I mess one little thing up, I will start all the way over if I can see like the eraser mark.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
So my erasers were burnt out, baby.
We're going to get this. You like, you know how like you've seen somebody out doing that erasing so much, and they have all that eraser like leftover stuff.
Yeah, I hate
then they blow it off or take their hands and like it goes everywhere. You know what I mean? Somebody has to clean that up. That's where I'm like, somebody's got to clean that up.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah. And I hate it when you could see like the eraser mark on your paper, like that little indentation that it makes when you erase too much.
Yeah.
Hate that.
Or like, let's say you're really scrubbing on that, trying to get that off, and you make a hole in your paper.
Yeah. They also make erasable pens now too. I have erasable pens for work.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, love them. They still kind of make a mark, but it's okay sometimes.
All right, okay. Well, what's funny though, so that segues right into that National That Sucks Day. So when you have to use an eraser that hard, that sucks. You know?
That sucks.
That sucks day. Yeah. So that's very good segue into that, right? This is also National Gripers Day. Gripers. Okay. All right. I don't know. No griping around here.
No.
This is also Take a Wild Guess Day. Take a wild guess. When
Yeah.
people say that to you, I can't wait to find out what you're going to tell me.
Me either, because they make it seem like it should be
I know,
obvious.
take a wild guess what he said. Take
Yeah.
a wild guess what was happening.
Yeah, it's like a sarcastic comment, and then you're on the edge of your seat, like,
Yeah.
what did he say?
Take a wild guess why I don't have supper ready.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got 12 kids running around this house. Take a wild guess.
Yeah, take a wild guess. I love that. Take a wild guess day. But I use that. I mean, like, or you know, what I mean, or like I've been in so many conversations where people take a wild guess why that happened, right?
Yeah, and you know dang well.
Something's gonna,
Yeah.
something's gonna be good. We're gonna find out something. What possibly? I can't wait to find out.
Yeah, spill
okay?
the tea.
Yeah. Titanic Remembrance Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually have a really good. My daughter went to the Titanic Museum in Tennessee.
Oh, I
And
didn't know
brought
there
me
was
back.
one.
Yeah, it was a. She got actually right here. It's a little. It's a little heart. You know, the heart of the sea. Yeah. It's a little pendant. It's a little. There it is. Isn't that cute? It's a little heart.
That's adorable.
Yeah, cute. Yeah. So anyway, she went to the museum, and anyway, so Titanic Remembrance Day, and we still talked about that. Remember, we kind of were you here when we talked about the door? They auctioned off the door. Okay. They auctioned off the door of the Titanic in the movie. The movie door.
Oh,
Not
okay.
the real door.
Okay.
I know. I'm sorry.
I was like, what?
Take a wild guess.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they auctioned off. Okay, the props.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Titanic door went for unreal amount, like one of the biggest amounts. Okay,
Yeah.
and so what was funny, not funny as in ha ha, but funny as in funny. They actually, before they auctioned it off, they had two people. See, I have to agree. I think that Rose could have scooted over.
Yeah, there was like plenty of room.
Yeah, scoot over. Scooch
Yeah.
over. Scooch. You know what I mean? But, so they actually laid two people down on there, and they did fit. So why
Yeah.
did Rose not let Jack on there?
Yeah, like,
I mean, the big question of the sea
I don't
is,
think she liked him much.
you know, you have the chicken of the sea,
Yeah.
but now the big question of the sea is why did Rose not let him in?
Yeah,
Let him on, right?
Yeah, I've seen funny memes on Facebook, like girls that love plants, or like, and it shows them on the door with their plants instead of their husband.
Oh,
and,
no.
You know, like
wait,
funny
oh, my
stuff.
goodness,
yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. That is great.
Like you would have your shoes on there
Yes.
instead of your husband. Yeah.
I can't possibly put you on here,
yeah,
honey.
Yeah, I've got to take these Gucci heels with me. You can't come.
The struggle is so real.
Yeah.
Why would I be put in this situation?
Yeah.
Right? That is so bad.
Yeah, if you can hold these shoes up out of the water, you can get on. Other than that, you got to stay here. I'd have my dogs.
I know.
See you guys
Sorry,
later.
you can't make it.
Yeah.
It's so bad. I'd see you with that. I do believe that. I just don't. Every time I watch, I haven't watched it in a long time, but when I have seen that scene, I always have wondered why she didn't let him on there. Because I think at least I'd try. I'd like to see at least. I wanted to go back.
Let's put an effort here.
The producer, they did not call me. Hollywood did not call me. But at least let's try him to at least try to put a leg up.
Seriously.
Let him try to put a leg up.
Something.
You know what I mean?
You didn't
Come
even
on.
give him a chance, bud.
I'd like to see the leg go up.
Yeah.
At least try to put a leg up. Then I would have felt better. Then Rose, you know what I mean? Okay. Then you guys can talk, and he goes on and freezes, and I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
But at least try to let him throw a leg over to get
Yeah.
up, right?
Seriously.
Yeah. But that didn't happen. So I don't know. So it's funny though, not funny as in ha, funny as in odd. I
Yeah.
did wonder that when I watched the scene.
Yeah.
Could you have not scooted it over a little and tried, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it would have taken away from the movie.
Yes, we had
Yeah.
we had to have the drama, had to have all that.
But
right?
even when I watch a movie, I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
I know. So they did. So before they sold it, they auctioned it off, and it went for an unreal amount. This was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. We had it. I talked about it on the coffee club, but they did lay two people down. There were two people. Two people could fit on that door.
Of course they could.
Yeah. So
And speaking,
not too far off. I wasn't.
Speaking
See,
of,
so after the movie, when I'm telling everybody this.
of weird things during movies, and in your head you know it's all for the plot,
Oh.
Of course they couldn't put him on the door. It would have taken away from the movie.
No.
Even when I was little, I remember thinking, do these cartoon characters never change clothes? You know, like,
Yeah.
you always think,
Yeah.
even though you know it's just a show, you
right.
still think of those
Yeah,
things.
exactly.
So I'm sure you're not the only one that thought
Yeah.
that door's big enough.
Right, exactly. And I'm one of those, I love movies, you know, I'm a movie
Uh-huh.
buff, love to go to movies. But I always think of how I would have wrote it different. I'm
have
probably
to.
very obnoxious.
Yeah.
Because after the movie, like, I want to talk about it.
Me too.
Okay? And then I want to go over, I would like to have seen, or I think maybe, I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always think, you know what I mean, maybe you should have done this, or
Mhm.
done this a little bit, or this would have been good, you know? I always do that.
I guess they have to think about what will get more views
And yeah.
how can they add on a second movie, like
Right.
if they can make this ending to add a second
Yeah.
movie, you know,
Yeah.
so.
Obviously, they're very successful. 'Cause
Yeah.
They're making the millions,
Yeah.
and they're the ones in the director chair.
Uh-huh.
But and it's cool to look at it a different way.
Mm-hmm.
What if it would have done this? You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it
What
is.
if it would have? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I always it's kind of fun to do. But
I do that with books too. When I read a book, I'm like, oh, what if it had this ending? And,
yeah, what if
you
it
know.
would have changed a little
Mhm.
bit or something? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. But they don't call us,
No.
Aaron, so.
No.
We just have our own little.
Yeah, they don't even know who I am.
Somebody has to. Whoever is sitting, whoever goes with us has to listen to us
Yeah.
talk about it, right? World Art Day. I love art.
I love art.
I do too.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And I wish I could draw like.
Yeah, I think that's why I love it so much, because I admire that someone can
Yes.
do that. I mean,
That's neat.
I'm not like a creative person.
Mhm.
I'm not talking down on myself at all, but that's just not one of
No.
my things. Like, even if I were to paint, I don't even know what to paint.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I couldn't even think. Brains, put that together.
Just stupid, and he made the coolest tornado
Yeah.
out of it. You know what I mean? I remember just making like circles and thinking, "There's no way." And he made it really the prettiest tornado
You've ever seen,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know. It was like it was crazy how he could do that. You
Yeah,
know?
I could never.
His mind. Yeah, I don't know.
It's
I just thought it
wonderful.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I think that's why I admire it so much, because I can't draw.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. And no matter, like, I can do a good tree.
Not me.
It's so funny if somebody says draw something, you're going to get a tree, you're going to get a tulip or a flower. You know what I mean? Those
Yeah.
are things I can do.
Like
you know what I
the
mean? The
basic little-
sunshine.
yeah.
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 You're going to get a sunshine. You're going to get
Yeah, it will look like a
Grass.
kindergartner has been here.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. For sure. Today's also Dog Appreciation Day.
Oh yeah, that's my
Now we gotta
time
go get
to
some
shine.
bones. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now, we gotta go get some. We gotta go get some treats, right?
Yeah.
This is Celebrate Diversity Month. Love that.
Mhm.
Alcohol Awareness Month. Love that.
Yeah.
Canine Fitness Month.
Yeah.
Decorating Month. It's a fun time to decorate because you're kind of going in from the wintry blues.
Yeah.
Not, I don't mean blues as in, I mean, and then going into spring.
Spring, like
Spring
the
and-
colorful stuff
yeah,
with flowers.
yeah,
and,
definitely.
mhm.
Let's see, Informed Woman Day. Informed Woman Month. Sorry about that. Okay, definitely good to be informed.
Yeah.
Jazz Appreciation Day month. Sorry. There we go. So there, get out and enjoy for sure. All right. Oh, National Anxiety Month. I think we're hearing that
That's
word. I
my
don't
time to
ever
shine,
remember
too.
hearing that word ever so much. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, you hear it a lot now.
All the time.
Huh.
I learned about it, and I think you're. Joy. Those are some celebrating. So today is tax day, and the average person spent 8 hours stressing instead of just doing them. Do you believe that true?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, let's figure this. Let's hear about this. The full story. The deadline to file your taxes is today, And if you're doing them last minute, you're not alone. According to this, I love the survey. According to the new survey, for tax day, 47% put it off or delay doing our taxes. The average person spends 8 hours just stressing about it each year.
I can see that.
I do too.
I can see stressing about it. First of all, it's just a stressful crunching the numbers and trying to make sure you have everything in and all your income and this and that. I mean, it's stressful just to sit down and do them.
Yeah.
I can imagine stressing about how much you're going to owe.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Even like stress. Keeping, writing things down is a good thing to do,
Yeah.
and that helps, and I get that, and I do that, but it's still very stressful to make sure you do it and do it right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's something you don't want to mess up on.
I think that's a big stress too. Is even one small thing could be a huge mess up.
Exactly. Don't want to mess up.
No.
I mean, you really want to be good on that.
Yeah, just did my own taxes. Should be in jail by Tuesday.
Yeah. Let's hope not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So it looks like but I could see. I imagine more than 8 hours that people stress about it. I think there's, when you take from the time you start getting them ready to, I mean, I think more than 8 hours probably of stress.
Honestly.
Yeah, right?
For me, I'd have got the anxiety, like we were talking about, so I'd be stressing a little more than 8 hours maybe.
Yeah, there's going to be more 8 hours of stress.
Yeah.
I allow myself, you're right.
I have a window of time.
Window of opportunity
where I simmer in anxiety.
You have to do that, right? I mean, you kind of got to realize that. You know what I mean? You got to set yourself up. You got to let yourself know. I mean, this is going to be part of it. We'll be stressed for a little bit. It's okay. It's part of it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's why we've got donuts.
Yeah. So then I can
cookies.
stress about my weight after.
There you go. That's right.
It never ends.
Never. It's a vicious cycle, right? See, 43% of us spend more time avoiding them. It would than it would have been taking just buckling down and getting them done. I agree with that.
Honestly, yeah.
But we do that all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, do we not do that about everything?
Oh yeah.
Like a
Stress
closet. Let's look at a closet. I mean,
no.
I mean, no, right? No, I mean, you could tackle that closet, have it cleaned out, ready to go
in like an hour.
Yeah, but
or like, I need to deep clean my house. I need to organize this. Oh, it's gonna take me so long.
Exactly.
You sit and think about it. Then you do it, and it takes you no time. And you're like, wow.
Right.
Why don't I do this every time? And you're like, in your head, you're like, next time I'm just gonna do it. And the next time you still stress about it.
Right. Exactly. Yep. So just buckle down and do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Rip the Band-Aid off. Do it.
Yeah.
Right. So stop delaying it, or file an extension and keep putting it off for another 6 months. So if you are not ready, okay. Well, here's the number one. Here's things. Okay. This is just a little bit of. This is Erin and Becky's a little advice. Okay. Okay. Well, if you are not going to make your deadline, then file an extension.
Yes.
Okay. And you talk to your. We are not tax preparers, Erin and I. We do not play them on TV either. But make sure you do file an extension or have your provider do that. Right. And don't wait. It's not fair to the person doing taxes to the very last minute.
No.
You know what I mean? That's so hard because they're doing numbers. Well, first of all, anybody that does taxes has to be really good at numbers.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, don't you feel like that? I mean, really, everything has to add up. I mean, everything has to make. They have to know. They have to know. They know their game.
Yes.
They know They know what you can, what you can't take. I mean, these are professionals. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I don't pretend to be that. Okay. And that's okay.
No.
I'm not that. Okay. So I think though we have to show them respect in the fact of don't wait till the very 5:55 to come in and say I need to get my taxes done.
Give them time.
Yeah, if it's 6 o'clock deadline, you know what I mean, then we know the deadline, so please do that. Whoever your provider or whatever you're doing, whoever's doing your taxes.
Yes.
You know, whether it's an individual, whether it's a company, and nobody is sponsoring what we're talking about here. We're just trying to say be nice.
Yep.
Be kind.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I think I think it's got to be very stressful to try to get someone's taxes done.
A whole year in 1 hour.
Yeah, I think that's
Mm-mm.
yeah. So that's just a little bit of a reminder for that.
Yes.
So taxes are due today, and so 6 o'clock is the deadline. So I can't remember, and that's something that you would have to talk to we should have had a tax person on. That's something you need to remember, though, when on taxes, is that I think you have to have them stamped or something. You know what I mean? I think you have to have them stamped.
It's something like that. Yeah.
Because I remember them, I remember the post office also, be kind at the post office too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. They're busy.
They're very busy, always. This is so funny. I have not pre-read this. Okay. So it looks like there's saving a couple of bucks won't make up for all the money that you just forked over to the government, but a bunch of places have tax day deals today.
Wow.
So let's take advantage of that, Erin.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So for those that have to pay in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or maybe those that are getting a little bit of a refund. So here's what the restaurants are coming back to help you save a little bit of money. Okay. That's nice.
That is nice.
So you feel like you win a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
A little.
Little winning. Little winning. Okay. So it looks like Grubhub has a $15 off deal for April the 15th. Spend at least $25 and use the code TAXBREAK. This is cute. On qualifying orders, one's limited to the first 1,000 people who use it.
That's cool.
That's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So Grubhub $15 off, that helps pay, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just have to use the word TAXBREAK. Well, that's nice. So for the first 1,000 people who use it. Okay.
Nice.
BJ's Restaurant and Brew House, I've never heard of that before. Has a 10/40 deal, $10 off, $40 purchase for delivery or takeout. And see, I've never heard of this. California Pizza Kitchen, never heard of that. Similar. Here we go. You'll have heard of this. Hooters.
Yeah.
Has a buy one get one free wings deal.
Oh.
Buy 10 wings, get 10 free.
Oh, that's
for tax
cool.
season. Okay.
I'll take 10 wings.
Yeah, there we go. Dave & Buster's has 50% off all food between today and April the 28th if you join their rewards program.
That's cool. I love Dave & Buster's.
White Castle has 15% off April the 15th if you use code WC15OFF. And their competitor, Crystal, the Crystal Burger is like the White Castle.
Never heard of it.
Okay, hang on. Okay, let me explain. Okay, we have White Castle around here.
Yeah.
And that's what we know, right? We know
Uh-huh.
White Castle, which we love that. Okay?
Yeah.
But Crystal Burger is like further south. Like it's like a White Castle, but they're like little burgers like White Castle.
Huh.
It's called Crystal Burger.
Wow.
So their competitor has a buy one get one slider deal, and you use the code BOGO Crystal. So, but I think around here, White Castle, you can get 15% off if you use the code White Castle WC 150 or 115 off.
Huh.
There we go. All right. So,
beat it.
but today is McDonald's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use the app and get a 30% off all the time,
Yeah.
which I do that.
Yeah.
And
that's
I always
cool.
tell people, use the app at McDonald's. I just want people, as a matter of fact, you'll get free food
Uh-huh.
when you use the app. You know what I mean? You get rewarded. So
Yeah.
it's a good way to go.
It is.
Yeah. So I think it's nice that some of these restaurants are joining in with a tax. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Tax deal.
Awesome.
Yeah. There might be other ones. So also going on, so
Even made up that we should work 5 days and only have 2 off.
I know. How do you think it should be? What's your philosophy on that? What do you think?
I think even like work 4 days, have 3 off would be
Okay.
a little, you know.
4 and 3.
Yeah, like work Monday through Thursday, have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off.
I think,
Or rotate it, for other
No.
people, work Tuesday through Friday and have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. So some people could have Monday, some people could have Friday.
Why not?
Why
right?
work 5 daes and only have 2 off?
2 off, yeah.
Who did that to us?
Who did that to us? You know, I've never thought about it. Like, I've never, like, thought of a different route.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've just never. But I think with COVID, we learned about the working from home. And I think a lot of people learned that it happens. You can do it. You can be successful, too.
Yeah. And
you know?
right now, we live to work.
Whoa. Remember, weren't you here when I talked about the Winnie the Pooh the other day? Oh, you weren't here?
No.
Okay.
No. You know.
My Pooh story.
Yeah. I missed it, I guess.
I think I told it Friday. I can't remember.
Probably.
Yeah, I think I did tell my Pooh story on Friday, yeah. He was just talking about how, real quick, and for a recap, for those that have heard it, again, they're like, roll your eyes. Okay, you can run to the restroom real quick while I tell the Pooh story. So, it was really cool. I did see it on TikTok, yes, I know. I'm a little obsessed with it. But it talked about how, like, when Christopher Robin, like, grows up and goes to school, like, how he's, like, leaving behind, you know, Tigger, Eeyore, Pooh, and, you know, how sad it is. But he makes sure that he comes back to play. And a lot of times we do that, like, with work, a lot of times, like, and the reason it was, there was a doctor, and he was a surgeon, he was very, I guess, well known, and he talked about all the years that he'd put into his career and all of the time that he'd missed with family, and he didn't take time to play, he didn't take time to do other stuff. Yes, he was the elite in his field because of that, but he talked about how he regrets that he wishes he would have had time with family, he would have had time to play, time to do more vacationing, done more of that. And he referred to Christopher Robin's, and he referred to, which, you know, I love Winnie the Pooh, and he referred to how Christopher Robin's, even though he had to go to school and learn, we know that's good, which, you know, I love school and I love learning, and I believe in that, and of course I love a good work ethic. Yeah. But you also have to have a good play ethic. I mean, you also have to have time to play and to have, you know, that recreation and spend time with your loved ones.
I think that's hard to do now. You know, when you work 5 days and have 2 off, and those 2 days that you do have off are hectic because you're trying to catch up
everything in. Yeah.
So,
well, and you'll notice with Cameron as he gets older too, if he does sports and stuff and things. Well, no, I mean, your weekends, everything gets going, and it's so hard. That was something that I know with my girls were always busy and active, and of course, you know, we go all the time, our family, and we're wired that way. I mean, and I get that, but whenever it was so important, I tried every night, Erin, to have supper. That was our one time, our moment that we could try to
sit down and come together.
I always had supper, you know what I mean? And that was, and if they were with their friends, then you bring your friends and you come to supper. You know what I mean? Because I want the, you know, and I'm not saying that it was successful every night, but I sure tried.
Sure, that's what matters.
It's hard to do, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of the thing that, talking about that, and I thought that was a good, like, you know, this, for him to say that, you know, you got to make sure, and you know, that you do take time to do that.
Yes.
Is a good balance. You know, I think that's like all of us, and I think a lot of times it's hard to balance everything. You know, even everything you do is, you know, you're either something all in, or, you know, and then something else suffers, or vice versa. You know, so you just it's trying to get that balance together. And we know sometimes it's okay to say no.
Yeah.
Yes. Whoa. Yeah. That was a whole big whoa. You know what I mean?
It's hard to say no sometimes.
I know.
Because it's hard to find a balance between being a good person with a good heart and also having boundaries for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, do I say this, and do I say yes and do this even though I'm exhausted to help and be a good person? You know, where is that happy medium between being a good person and having boundaries? You have to find that middle ground somewhere. Yeah. And it's hard because like I don't like to say the word no. You know what I mean? You know, I really want to do all that I can do to help or whatever I need to be, you know? Me too. If I can do it, I'll stretch myself. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Exactly. And then just like and then you know, another story, story time here on Coffee Club, talking about, like, right now I have coffee in my cup. Yes. And what do you have in your cup? Coffee. Okay. Well, so if we were to spill our cup right now, coffee would spill on you, coffee would spill on me. And it was talking about, like, what do you put in your cup? You know, like, whatever you pour in your cup, referring to, like, your life, is what's going to pour out. Like, if you pour out,
if you put love and you put nurturing and you put that, then that's what's going to come out. Whatever you're putting in your own personal cup, and I'm not talking about the coffee cup, literally. Like you yourself is what's going to pour out.
Yes, and you can't pour from an empty
cup. Exactly.
Yeah, which goes into why you should put love and grace and kindness into yourself, because you can't give that if you're empty and tired and running on fumes. You know, take a bath, read your book, do your daily affirmations, whatever you've got to do to take care of yourself, especially if you have kids or any type of family, friends. You can't pour from an empty cup, metaphorically. You know, it just is what it is.
Right. Well, and even, you know, I always go back to the airlines. They even tell us to put our oxygen on ourselves first. So you have to take care. You have to take care of yourself first. I mean, like, to get it, like you said, you know, whether it's, you know, reloading, whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, charging your batteries, whatever you want to do, however you want to refer to it as.
I can't put your oxygen on if I'm suffering. You know, got to get mine on to help you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. So those are just some, you know, and I think that sometimes we have to remember that. So I don't know, this is just the way society is set up, though, where but now, see, I work 7 days. So I don't, I don't have that. And I'm not complaining. I'm pleased. I'm just explaining that I don't have that. I haven't thought about that, like, what would be a good thing, you know what I mean? Because I don't think it, to me, it's not realistic. Does that make sense? This is, and I'm not, this is just what I have agreed to. I know the assignment.
I don't think it's realistic for healthcare to have extra days off. Because healthcare is like 7 days a week too. All 24 hours a day. So it's not realistic for us to think change days either.
It's hard, but for those maybe that do have that, and that's good for them.
It is great.
So, but it looks like there was so the full story, was your 2-day weekend long enough, or could you really use a third day right now? So a new poll of 100 CEOs found 30% are seriously thinking about shifting away from the 5-day work week now. That's how many say they're considering a 4-day or 4.5-day week. 4.5 usually means Fridays are half days, but it depends on your job. And then taking off Monday. A lot of us would be willing to work the same number of hours to make it happen. Now, I know someone that works weekends, but does like 12-hour shifts
on the weekend so they can be off through the week
with their children, because it works for sometimes like a husband and a wife team.
You know, I've seen that. Like, some of our CNAs do weekend option, and their husband works through the week, so someone's constantly home with the kids. They have to get them back and forth to school, and then they don't have to have daycare. I've also seen where I have a friend that does 10-hour shifts Monday through Thursday, and has a Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Or she works 10-hour shifts Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, and then does 10-hour shifts Thursday, Friday. So she gets her 40 hours in, but she has an extra day off through the week. Which she's totally willing to to work the 10-hour days, to have the extra. You're still working the same hours, you know, but you still have that extra time off.
And I think that, you know, so I think you kind of got to see the individual, what works best for your family. And what, especially, you know, your spouse, like if you know, if her husband, you know, worked through the week, so she could be home with the children, and then she would rock it and sock it during the weekend and get all of her hours in. So I think that's, you know, and it works for them. So that's,
whatever works for your family, it doesn't matter what everyone else does, you know.
Exactly, So a lot of us would be willing to work the same number of hours to make it happen. A poll in November asked people if they'd be willing to work 10-hour days, 4 days a week. 77% said it would be a positive impact on their life, including almost half who said extremely positive. So instead of do 4 days a week, do 10 hours a day. We're already there. So just
might as well
just knock it out of the ballpark, right? I don't know. I don't know how that would be. But if there's actually, if you look in our community, there's a lot of places that are closed on Mondays. So they take that week, that day, and to reset, you know, and kind of, you know.
Absolutely, I can see it.
Now I'm going to use Walmart for example. because during COVID, well, they were open 24 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, and they've learned during COVID that it was best to close and to reset, and that kind of get everybody to get the working crew to be able to, reset the shelves, put put the products out and fix it, or kind of clean everything up and get everything ready for the next day. And they learned that that was a better way to do things.
Sure.
I think that's, you kind of got to do what's best and what works best, right?
Absolutely. Every company and every person runs different.
Yeah.
You just got to do what works for you and what's in everyone's best interest for your team, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. Okay, also some good news. Let's see, I have not reread this or pre-read this, okay? Okay, two pool players named Russ Redhead and James Harris Jr. had a beef a decade ago and were big rivals, okay? But they eventually made up to become friends. Now they're even closer. Now can you play pool?
No.
Everybody, like, people say, "Oh, here, will you play pool with me?" Whoever owns the pool table will not want me playing pool.
Honestly, same.
No,
yeah.
I mean, I have actually ran that up the green. What is that?
Yeah, me too. Or literally knock the ball off the pool table, which, how do you even do that?
I know. I literally, like, am one of those that, like, have
yeah.
have run away.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't.
I like to watch it, and I like to watch people that are good. Like,
yeah.
Poo, 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 this one and this, and they tell it, you know what I mean, what's going to happen.
Yeah, like, how do you even do that?
Yeah, how do you know what's going to happen?
I can't even hit the white ball.
Yeah.
I'm thoroughly confused.
And I guarantee you, if you put that stick in my hand, somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah,
okay?
and someone's going to tell me, dangerous. Okay, never mind.
That's right. Somebody's going to get hit with that.
Yeah.
Don't even stand in you got to stand way away from me.
Yeah.
Because somebody's going to get hit. The green is going to come up. I'm going to, whatever that's called. I'm sure there's got to be a name for that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's not. But I like to watch people play. I will say that. Okay, well, these two, they were two pool players, and they kind of had, I guess, like, very competitive with each other. Well, they're closer now. Okay, so now that they're even closer, after Russ just gave James a kidney. He had been on dialysis for years, but he's doing great. 2 months after surgery, James's wife could barely hold back tears, talking about a huge gesture that is.
Oh.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
We were just talking about, like, kidneys, and you just literally, like, for those that are, waiting to get a kidney, it's a lot. It's a big deal.
Even getting on the waiting list
That's
is
what
hard.
I mean.
Yeah.
And, like, all of they're, like, I didn't realize how much, like, you have to do to even get on the list.
On the list. It's crazy.
I mean, like, there's, like, all kinds of set of guidelines, rules, and,
to even just get on the list, and then once you get on the list, you really don't know when you're going to have a donor. You're just setting, you could be setting on the list for a year,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's a big deal. I think it's cool, though, because I think that really, that having them take care of themselves, making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. I can see that, the guidelines. Because,
I can too. I think there should be some guidelines to other things that
there
are,
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, here we go. Now this is this is actually in our own home state. Okay, what I'm reading is like national stuff. Okay, but a 30-pound cat in Indiana named Thicken Nugget. Oh my gosh, how cute! You spit your coffee.
I had just swallowed some coffee. Thicken Nugget. That's adorable.
That is so cute.
Yeah.
He's a 30-pound cat in Indiana. I kind of want to name one Thicken Nugget.
Me too. Like, my dog's name is Mumford, and he's kind of, a little bit overweight, and my son calls him Plumford.
Oh my gosh, how cute is that?
Yeah, so Thicken Nugget. I don't have to go home and tell Cameron that one. We're going to start calling Mumford Thicken Nugget.
That is so funny. I had a dog, and she was pretty fat. Or, I don't know, can we even say the word fat anymore?
Yeah,
she was larger.
Know.
She was it called weight challenge?
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it.
Yeah.
I don't know the political. Whatever. Anyway, and I remember her name was Agnes, and everybody's like, oh, she should be Angus.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's funny. People are just like, okay,
It
be
is,
nice. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. So this is so cool. So this is right here in our home state. Somebody was thinking Thick and Nugget. I love that.
That's
okay?
adorable.
But Thick and Nugget is slimming down using an exercise program it's actually reserved for dogs. Okay. A place called Canine Aquatic Center. I love this.
Just let Thick and Nugget be thick.
Come on. Thick and Nugget was born to
on.
be thick.
Yeah.
Okay, you know? So the Canine Aquatic Center is helping him swim his way thin. In 7 weeks, he's lost 5 pounds. I don't know. I've not seen very many cats swim. Right? I guess, you know, you see the dogs swim. But, I mean, really, I can't picture very many cats swimming. That's not something I've seen very much, right?
I didn't think cats liked water.
I don't think they do. Okay, in 7 weeks he's lost 5 pounds. They're hoping he can drop another 10 and eventually lose half his body weight. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of weight for him for Thick and Nugget to lose.
For Thick and Nugget, yeah.
What's it?
I can't.
Let's put me on my head on it. Thick and Nugget, somebody.
They make everything about weight loss anymore.
I know.
Even our animals have this quota to meet now.
I know. I just can't imagine, like, so, like, do they just put Thick and Nugget in the pool and let him swim around? I can't imagine, like, is he, you know, like, does he have, like, those lanes?
An instructor,
instructor there. I mean, and how, like, what if when he gets tired, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could go under, you know. You would have to have somebody in the pool with him, right?
PSA, my animals and I will be at home, little chubby, a little overweight and happy, so
leave Thick and Nugget. But to lose, okay, so he's lost 5, but to lose another 10 pounds?
Well, leave Thick and Nugget alone.
That's a lot of, I mean, don't you feel that's a lot? I mean,
they are body shaming Thick and Nugget.
I think so.
I don't like it.
Now, I could see, like, I'm amazed, like, I guess the thing that I would think, okay, let's say that your cat was overweight and you really did want to, you know, make him a little bit smaller. Well, first of all, like a good walk, right? Most of them walk around, right? I mean, you know
like
what I mean?
you signed your cat up for swimming.
For swimming, yeah. You're putting them in the water, which apparently he likes because he's doing it. He's lost 5 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he likes it.
10 more to go. So how did I don't know how they decided that that's what but 15 pounds. That's good for a Thick and Nugget.
Yeah.
So I wonder what his name. He'll just be Nugget.
Yeah,
they take Thick
and Nugget. I don't
Slim
know.
Nugget.
Yeah. I don't know. Thin Nuggets.
Yeah. I love that. Slim Shady. Slim Nugget.
Like the. Like the Oreo thins, you know, like what's the point in that?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll rename them. Who knows? Okay. All right. So another thing that the world's oldest gorilla just celebrated another birthday. Her name is Fatu. That's Fatu. Mm-hmm. She is born in 1957 and lives in the Berlin Zoo. She just celebrated her 67th birthday on Friday. I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
Wonder how many babies. I wonder what she's done, and I wonder how she celebrated. You know, I got to go to the birthday party up in Indianapolis. There was a orangutan, and I can't remember what his name was, but he had a birthday party. He turned like 3 or 4, I can't remember, and like they did all of this. It was so cute. They did all of this, like the zoo went all out, like had like gifts for them.
Yeah.
For him, and it was like placed in places where he had to go find them.
Yeah, I seen that. It's cute.
It was adorable. And so at the party, so we were there, and like they like had ice, and they put stuff in ice, like that he has to play with to get. Well, okay, so here we are there. We're all at the party, and they bring him out, and just like a child, it was so cute. He got embarrassed.
Excited.
No, he did just the opposite. He like almost had a little tantrum, like. You know how like a child almost, and I can remember because I love birthday parties and I used to do them, but I remember that the girls didn't always have the reaction that I would think.
They were like hide behind your leg.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Because it can almost be too much. It's over-censored.
Overstimulating. Yeah. Sensory overload.
Sensory overload.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like it was, and it was really kind of funny, kind of cute.
Oh.
Yeah, it was real sweet. But then he warmed up, and then he got it, and then he loved it. Yeah. Well, it's just cute. Like, you know, once they kind of get the, you know, it's okay to have it about you. You know, it's good, and and you're going to get celebrated. And they did them really cute.
Aw.
So I'm sure on this one, because this is the Berlin Zoo, I'm sure they had all kinds of fun things.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? Probably. I bet you could go. I bet you could watch the party. Yeah. But it's amazing how many things they do for them. Like,
Yeah,
it's really cute.
it
Really cute
is.
for birthdays.
Yeah.
So 67, not too far, because WSLM was born in 53, and she was born in 57, so she's not too far from WSLM's age.
Mhm.
The radio station.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. That's cool. Very good, very good. Yeah, so there we go. So now we know those are some good stories for Monday, right?
Mhm.
All right, again, a little bit of recap. Today's tax day, 6 o'clock's the deadline, right?
Yep.
So be nice, everybody.
Yeah, be kind. Get your taxes done or file an extension.
Be kind, be kind, be kind. And American tax dollars mostly go to social services, Social Security, Medicare, health, income security, veterans benefits, and education. That accounts for 66% of the federal spending. In roughly that order, an estimated 13% will go towards the defense spending. Another 13% will repay net interest on government debt. 10% will fund other functions, including energy and transportation. And there we go. So there's a little bit of information there. I just decided to. I just found that real quick. That little thickened nugget that I found.
Yeah.
That little nugget that I
Yeah.
found. All right, Erin, thanks for coming and hanging out with me.
Thanks for
And let's have
having
the
me.
best Monday ever. Good week. Good work week, right?
Yes.
I just want to say our temperature today is supposed to get up to 80. 63 right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
This weather is going to be fantastic this week. So we are going to. Have you broke out the shorts and everything?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I wore shorts yesterday. It was pretty warm yesterday.
Yeah. Wasn't it beautiful?
Uh-huh.
Today 84, tomorrow 79, Wednesday maybe some rain. We'll see. 74, Thursday 77, Friday 66. So we're good.
Yeah. We're hanging in there.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. And the crowd said yes.
Yep.
All right, let's thank our sponsors, Erin.
We have Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Care First Urgent Care, and McAllister Land Consulting.
All right, let's have the best day ever. Urgent care that's close to home and open on your schedule. Care First Urgent Care in Pekin is open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays, and from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekends, and will be open 7 days a week beginning May 1st. Care First Urgent Care is independently owned and operated and offers no appointment needed and walk-in care for non-life-threatening conditions to ages 6 months and up. Services include respiratory and sinus infections, injuries, allergies, asthma, flu and COVID, basic lab tests, DOT physicals, school sports physicals. Coming soon in 2024, X-ray, telehealth, occupational medical services for workers, compensation, injuries, and even Botox cosmetic injections. For more information, call 812-668-6316. Find them on Facebook or online at cfurgentcare.com. Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property lines? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860, providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
Salem Speedway is back for its 77th year with the season opener Saturday and Sunday, April 13th and 14th. Practices on Saturday between 2 and 5 with free grandstand admission. Pits open Sunday at 8 a.m. with spectator gates open at 10 a.m. Practice up until racing begins at 2 p.m. Sunday will feature dual 50 lappers for the Mike's Muffler and Brakes Crown Vic Big Track Series. $1,000 to win. And the on-site plumbing, heating, and air Crown Vic Short Track Series. $500 to win. Also racing that day are the Pro Crafter Salem Supercars, Diesel Boys Race Parts Legends, and the always exciting Red Ball Recycling Scrappers. April 14th tickets, adult general admission $15, chair bank $20, kids 6 to 12 $5, and 5 and under is free. Get more information and to buy tickets, go to salemspeedway.com. At Salem Speedway's famed high banks, the racing is so fast, it's all.
Warning. This program may be found offensive by pencil-pushing, bean-counting, research-loving program directors and radio consultant goobs. In the beginning, there was fun on the radio. Then the radio industry fell victim to corporate America and venture capitalist bankers who marched in with their research and up to their armpits in debt and turned the radio band into a wasteland of cookie cutters. Faceless, sound-alike stations who completely lost touch with the people they were meant to serve. Then there were two voices that cried out in the wilderness. Faint at first, but becoming louder with every passing ratings book. It's okay to have fun again. To give the people what they really want to hear. And not treat them like a sea of mindless followers who have no choice in their radio entertainment. Welcome to the Rick and Bubba Show.
7.5 minutes past the hour, Rick and Bubba Show from the Big Boy Studios out on the bleeding edge of technology from Sweet Home, Alabama to the world. Speedy, the real Greg Burgess, Helmsy, Eddie Van Adler, all here. It is tax day. Welcome back, Bill Bubba Bussey.
Who is still working on breakfast.
Yes, Bubba, how about this? The walking dog right now for the biggest check to the federal government today. If yours is smaller than this, no need to email speedy at rickandbubba.com. You have an update from the last one you told me?
Yeah, 32.
All right, 32 grand. 32 grand is the highest. That's the biggest check.
Today.
You got to write that check today. So if you can beat that, you got a bigger check. Email Speedy. If yours turns out to be the biggest, we'll help you with that tax burden with $100.
In years past, we have had millions
Yes.
on this day,
Yes.
which is shocking to me. And congratulations.
Yes.
But still, today only, what you have to write.
Today only. As you all know, everybody on this show, really, except for Adler, has a direct tie to Jacksonville State University, either as graduates, coaches, your dad coached there. I mean, we got every kind of connection you can think of to Jacksonville State University. Bubba and I started our radio career at the campus radio station there. So anything Jack State, we usually will update you on, especially when it comes to national champions.
Rick, the women's bowling team over the weekend won the national championship.
Wow.
How about that? Huh?
Greg?
How about the bowling has really gotten to be a big
yes,
deal?
I'm telling you.
All the sports have really taken off, and bowling is one of them. I mean, they got a crowd there. They edged out teams like Sam Houston, Arkansas State, Youngstown State. Do they have like a Final Four too? Is it like the whole thing?
They do, and most of the teams, I think all the Final Four teams were from Conference USA.
Wow.
Conference USA has, and they have teams that play other sports in different conferences. So like Vanderbilt and Tulane and Stephen F. Austin and Arkansas State, they're in different conferences with all their other sports, but they're in Conference USA with bowling. And so congratulations to Shannon O'Keefe and her husband Brian, who's also one of the coaches. And it's just
they're the best. I mean, they are the best.
It's a very fascinating story. So I remember, I guess last year, the athletic director and I were talking, and Greg Seitz, everybody here is good friends with Greg, and Greg said, hey.
He's a visionary, by the way.
He said, hey, just hired a bowling coach, and they're going to probably win us our first national championship. And I said, Greg, that's a step out. Like, what are we talking about? And he goes, no, seriously. He said, they're that good. And so she was coaching somewhere else, brought all these girls back with her. And think about I was thinking about this yesterday. Everybody has talked about them winning the national title since they stepped foot in Jacksonville, Alabama. It's been a foregone conclusion.
How about that?
So to have the pressure of that and go through the entire season and dominate and then pull it off, I think
number one.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty impressive.
It's impressive.
These girls are so good at bowling, I cannot believe
nuts.
it. They are just knocking them down.
These ladies can knock down the pins.
Wow.
Raise your hand if you wish you were better at bowling.
They are so much better at me than me at bowling. It's just unbelievable.
I can't be consistent. I have moments where it looked like I could bowl, but I can't be consistent.
You know, I'm not doing my arm right because they
do this thing,
follow through thing. Yeah.
Do you know where they practice and play out of every day?
I would like to know.
Big Time Entertainment.
Okay.
How about that?
Oh, how about that?
So
Look at
That's
that.
their home.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Well, that's where
They practice.
Your home lanes.
Yeah,
Your
home
home
lanes.
lanes.
Nice.
I sat with the O'Keefes at our Red Tie event, and I was asking these questions like, you know, is it an advantage, disadvantage that you don't have a bowling alley here on campus? And she goes, oh, we need one here. And a lot of schools do is they will set it up so that the university and the kids can use it like as an erect, but then that's their home bowling alley.
Ooh,
and so
Maybe they
you got to have so
build
many
one.
lanes to host and all that. So I don't really know how it works, but it's fascinating.
Maybe they could build one and tie it into the indoor courts.
Well, that'd be great.
Listen to this.
I like that, Bub.
The Bill Bubba Bussey Bowling Arena.
Ooh.
Had the bees flow?
Yes.
Had the bees flow? I mean, my gosh.
Yeah.
Y'all got me sponsoring a lot of stuff. I
Yes,
noticed.
absolutely. I mean,
It's old spot.
well, that's it.
But you know what? Look, here's the bottom line. Congratulations to the ladies and the team and the coach. And but you know, when you can win a national championship at Division I in anything, you've accomplished.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So congratulations. Hey, staying cocky. Let's go.
And how about if you have the coach and the players, you can win at any
You
level.
can.
And an indirect congratulations to Mickey Shedd.
Yeah.
For
That's
big,
right.
Big Time Entertainment.
That's right.
Oh, buddy.
It's a win for
Once again, the visionary put it together.
That's right.
So
Childhood friend.
the lady that Shannon is one of the greatest bowlers of our time, and that's what's crazy. She was a professional bowler, and her husband was her coach.
How about that?
And so they're just, and it's interesting to see them at work together every day and all that. And he's kind of he doesn't like to be in the forefront. He's behind the scenes. I don't know how that would work in my life, but
Yeah,
he seems to handle it very well as far as that goes.
how do you? What does a practice look like if you're on the bowling team?
A lot of
How
pins
does that
flying.
work?
A lot of pins flying.
Well, you know what I mean. How do they?
I mean-
you know, we even in our, you know, in football or basketball or baseball, something we're a little more familiar with. Practices vary coach to coach,
Well, I mean,
and
you
how
got
they
some
do
kind
it.
of-
But I
Can
kind of
you
know
set
what
up-
it looks
you know,
like.
Like, for instance, like when we go bowl,
Wow.
our only opportunity is, you know, we'll get these situations where we'll knock 8 or 9 pins down and we got 1 or 2 in a difficult spot.
Yeah.
So to your question, Bubba, I wonder if they have drills where they do the,
Do they
you know,
do they work on a 9-1 split?
Thank
I
you.
mean, you know what I mean.
That's-
That's
that's a great question.
Set one up.
Do they have drills that's what
course.
they do constantly?
I would think
Wow.
you would have
Do
like all the lanes going down here. Down here, we're just working on it. We're getting look. And down here, the different scenarios are set up. They already have the pins set up. And you go down there and try to do the
I
things
like
you
it.
said.
And do you have a lot of conditioning? Do you have to work on your
A lot of
arms
running,
and I mean,
Craig.
that's a heavy ball to throw. You know.
It is.
I mean, do you
It
have
is.
to do weight training
You
with
do
that?
that.
Or?
I think
I mean,
there's-
I like that kickback.
I think
thing.
there's
Yeah,
definitely
the follow through.
You gotta have
Yeah.
form.
Those
You
are
gotta
the
have
definitely
ones that
strength
don't
and
put their
conditioning.
finger in the hole and they just twist it.
Well,
spin it.
if you notice,
Yeah, let's
Gotta
not
have
say
big hands for
twist,
that.
just spin.
all
Whatever.
of
Same
the
thing.
good ones.
Get back
they-
to you, corporate America.
Yeah,
Same
they
thing.
they bring the ball in at an angle.
Yeah.
You know, they don't roll it straight.
Yeah.
And I've always wondered about the physics of that.
I've always been a straight shooter when it comes to that.
Well, I
can't do
don't
the-
have a wrist
I
long
can't do
enough,
the spin.
strong
I
enough
like
to do
that.
that spin. I mean, that's.
I've only
I'm just
bowled-
glad not to fall down the.
You got to cradle it
Probably 3 times in my whole life.
and rip it.
But coming in at an angle apparently is better than straight on.
Oh
Right?
yeah. Straight on will leave it with a split a lot, I think.
yeah.
Well, there we
Well,
go.
that is incredible. Congratulations,
Yeah.
Gamecock.
There you go.
National champion.
There you go.
Where are they going to build that place at?
gonna be
Indoor
tough.
tennis
There's a
courts
parking
and
lot
bowling.
right next to the courts currently.
There you go.
Lanes and Sports, here we come.
First phone troll of the day. You got a lot to talk about, America. 10 lines available. You're up next. Dial us now.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
A wave of concern is washing over America. Recent studies reveal that an astonishing 56% of our fellow citizens report feelings of anxiety or dread about the upcoming presidential election. Hey, this is Rick. This is why we're standing with AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens. Now listen, AMAC is more than a senior discount organization. During these challenging times, they fight for common sense and hope our nation returns to traditional American values. Now, as an AMAC member, we're not only going to enjoy money-saving benefits, but also the AMAC magazine, free Social Security and Medicare advice, a trusted voice in Washington, and a community of like-minded patriots who love this country. Take advantage of this election year special, 4 years for $30, and be part of the solution over the next 4 years by becoming an AMAC member. You're strengthening a movement dedicated to preserving the principles we hold dear. Join now, amac.us/Bubba. That's amac.us/Bubba. There's also a link at rickandbubba.com. Most emergencies come without warning, and when the next one comes, you won't have time to pack and prepare. It's better to get ready now before an emergency strikes. Start with a 4-week emergency food kit from My Patriot Supply at preparewithbubba.com, helping millions of Americans prepare since 2008. My Patriot Supply are experts in self-reliance. Their 4-week emergency food kits offer over 2,000 calories every day, and these kits last up to 25 years. Go to preparewithbubba.com, save $50 a kit.
Oh, honey, it's our favorite leaf filter trusted pro, Matt. Matt, come in, come in.
Hi, Mrs. Sparks. You wanted me to stop by? Is everything okay with your leaf filter gutter protection system?
Okay. Of course, silly. We wanted you to stop by for dinner as our way of thanking you.
Yes, to thank you for that free gutter inspection, the free estimate, and what was the other thing?
That lifetime guarantee.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Sparks, those are just Leaf Filter's policies. Everyone who calls Leaf Filter gets a trusted pro to come out for a free gutter inspection and estimate. And every Leaf Filter installation comes with a lifetime guarantee.
So it's not just us?
No, sir. We don't want anyone to worry about clogged gutters ever again.
You mean everyone gets this level of service?
Everyone. They just need to visit leaffilter.com/WWO to schedule their free inspection.
Okay, but you must be starving. You work so hard.
Ready to love your gutter protection as much as we do? Visit leaffilter.com/WWO and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
And Doug.
Being a spokesperson's easy, kid. Just say, customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Customize and save with Liberty Bibberty.
That's not it.
Liberty Mutual. Liberty Musical.
Nope.
Liberty, line.
It's 2 words. Liberty Mutual.
Got it. Don't not pay at libertymuttnoodle.com.
Wow. I guess I'll just do it. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com. That's a wrap.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, 1 click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ziprecruiter.com/free.
Hi, this is Jeremiah, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Chicken Minis is that soft roll with that honey butter brushed on it. It's so fluffy, like a cloud. It might be a mini, but it doesn't taste like a mini. That sweet, savory bite and that fluffy roll with that honey butter on it and that crispy chicken, it's an awesome way to start your day, the perfect breakfast treat.
Breakfast starts with chicken minis and Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app. Real customer paid for their testimonial.
Patriot Mobile offers the same dependable nationwide coverage we all want, accessing all 3 major networks, but without funding agendas you don't agree with. Switching sends the message you support free speech, religious freedoms, our Constitution, as well as our military, veterans, and first responder heroes. Their 100% USA-based customer service team makes switching easy. You can keep your number, keep your phone, or you can upgrade. Your choice. Check them out at patriotmobile.com/Bubba and get free activation, or find the link at rickandbubba.com. Here we go, 21 minutes past the hour. Patriot Mobile phone troll, make your phone money count by going to patriotmobile.com/Bubba. Callers are standing by, 30 seconds a pop. At the end of 30 seconds, the buzzer will sound, and then we will go to the next caller. No meaningless shout-outs, no shameless plugs. The real Greg Burgess on the phones. If you want to join us, you can. At 866-WE-BE-BIG, not only are some lines available because of the troll format, barriers are a blessing. We'll move through them quicker. Tucker in Alabama. Tucker, you got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, if y'all saw what happened over the weekend at the Stronger Men's Conference in Missouri, there was a pastor that got kicked off stage after he called out Pastor John Lindahl for allowing the demonstration from a male stripper.
Yeah, well, we're going to do that story next. We have the video and everything. It's Mark Driscoll, who, has been a pretty controversial figure himself. And, yeah, we will cover that next. We are aware of it, and we're going to kind of unpack that in the next segment. I do want to. We'll just talk about that.
Very bizarre, the whole thing.
Yeah, I think us saying male stripper is not correct. It is correct that was a bizarre presentation to have at a conference. Yeah. And we will talk about that because there's a lot of factors involved that are quite interesting. If you want to join us, 866-WE-BE-BIG, you can. Jim in Prattville, I-92. Jim, go ahead. You got 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'll make y'all feel younger. I attended Jacksonville State over 50 years ago I didn't graduate, but at the time, Charlie Pell was the head football coach and Dieter Brock was the quarterback.
Yep. Wow. Well, he was Ralph back then. They didn't call him Dieter.
Yeah.
I remember. I went to his games, too. I remember when he played. I'm with you there, brother.
The only thing I can remember I stayed in Tutwiler.
Wow. Rick, the big thing I remember as a kid, because the concession stands used to be in each end zone, and they had like a line that went back and forth. And then you got your food and you came out the other side. And when they kick extra points, it would go over the concession stand.
Yeah.
But if they were back about 30 yards, it'd go right into that line. And I remember as a kid seeing somebody holding like this is sad. It's terrible, but the way you were as a kid. Yeah. Somebody holding drinks and popcorn and all that, and the football bust them and stuff just go everywhere. I thought that was the greatest thing ever when I was a kid. I mean, that was the highlight of the game for me, to see somebody get killed with a football in the line.
Yeah, I remember being taken to a game as a kid. Of course, you went to them all the time because you lived there, and I was about 20 minutes south of there. And I was taken to a game. They were playing Livingston when it was called Livingston at the time. Yep. And no exaggeration, and Bubba, you can speak to this even clearer than me. They played on not even a big high school football field. It was just a high school football field that was average size. And I remember being there, and I guess to see where he is now compared to them really is.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What's the home side now? It used to be the Visitor. It had wooden bleachers, and they wasn't closed in. So you would see all during the game some guy having to get down and crawl down under the bleachers because his girlfriend or date or wife dropped something underneath, and I can only imagine what it was like under there.
Join us now at 866-WE-BE-BIG. Wes, the University of Alabama, with their new coach, had A-Day Saturday. Wes, welcome to the show. 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. To see what Dickie had to say about the condition of the turf Saturday for A-Day. It was pretty rough.
Oh, was it? Was it bad? I'm not even aware, and I don't know.
Because the grass kind of looked dead.
Yeah. So did you go? Yeah. Did you go, Wes?
No, I saw it on TV, and I thought, man, that looks pretty rough. Worst I've ever seen it look.
Was the gardener, did he leave with Saban? Do we know? Now, I saw Roll Tide Willie on the sidelines of something.
Really?
Was that a practice or on
probably.
Friday or something he was at?
Maybe not a day, like the day before or something.
It was around that. I don't think it was the actual game, but he was on the field, which you just don't normally see that access to Roll Tide Willie.
I wonder what about Bama fans? Did they have a good turnout? Did they like the product they saw? Apparently, they're not happy with the turf. I mean, like Bubba said, apparently the turf man has left and gone with Saban. Somebody from Washington coming in and knowing how to do Southern turf.
Yeah.
Road Tide.
Well, see, they don't water the grass in Washington. They got artificial turf.
I thought I heard
maybe they
something
forgot to water it.
72,000 were there or something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong. I might have that number wrong. But I understand, too, that right after A-Day, they put new turf on, so it might have kind of gone downhill. But there were some brown spots for sure.
The years that Saban was there, the turf did not look like this, Calvin. At Mississippi State, y'all might be familiar with bad turf. Not at the Tide.
Yeah.
Chris in Alabama, go ahead.
Morning, guys. How's it going?
Good.
To follow up the gentleman's call just a second ago, the reason why the turf looks so bad is they are experimenting with different kinds of turf because with the new playoff situation, they will have to host possibly in December, so they're trying to figure out what kind of turf will survive during the cold spells so the grass will look nice if they host a playoff game on campus.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. I guess you would need
the
to
natural grass in December is tough. You have to reseed and all of that. But, I mean, we've seen bowl games. I know particularly one that I always remember was the Music City Bowl, because Nashville, it looked horrible. But they've gone to turf now, right?
Yeah, by the way, are y'all jacked about college football season now with the 12-game playoff coming up?
It's real, It's real.
Patrick in Alabama. Patrick, 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Last week y'all played the Simon Garfunkel Baby Got Back song. Heard one last night, the band Pentatonics, and they had one for their song Hallelujah to it, and it was hilarious.
Are you okay, sir? Have you been running?
No, I was trying to get ready for work. I was outside. So
okay.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, look,
I had that fast walk about you.
Yeah, you just seemed a little winded. Okay, he's talking about these mesh songs.
Yeah.
When they we comment. Let's go to Chad with a comment about the turf. Chad, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing the guy said before. They're just getting it ready for the fall because they kind of go through that every year. But as far as the attendance, it was just shy of 73,000, and I was highly impressed with the way the offense looked. And you could tell that it was a very base vanilla, like defense and offense.
Yeah, well,
and it was just
what they normally do.
Yeah, that was because, and there was a lot of rumors saying that they definitely didn't want Kirby Smart trying to figure out what.
I was surprised watching Saban in the PR role. He was gripping and grinning and coming to stuff and all that. Tim in Tuscaloosa. Tim, go ahead. 30 seconds.
Hey, the real reason why the turf was so bad is because they hosted the high school championships back in December, and that was about 9 games if you count the flag games that were involved. So they can't pull up and replace the grass until the summer because they have spring scrimmages and everything else going on. The whole deal with the championship playoffs, that's already been dealt with. Last year they installed a heating system under the grass.
I don't recall it looking that way when Saban was there. That's all I'm going to say, in Road Tide.
By the way, you mentioned Saban. At some point, he was at the Masters.
Yeah.
And
right.
And there was an interview, and he looked as fresh and as lively as I've ever seen him.
He's shining like a new dime.
He was happy. He really was.
Yeah. Well, you know why? Because he doesn't want to coach in this mess.
Yeah.
And, it's one thing for you to leave and something, and it still be like it was. See, him leaving football now, it was no sacrifice because the game he loved is over. Yeah. Bottom of the hour, we'll come back. We'll unpack this men's conference thing. A lot of people are sending in this. I'm getting text about it. Mark Driscoll is a controversial character anyway. You might recall that.
He's been on the show, right? Did I not just make that
long time
ago?
When he had a book out.
Yeah.
Many years back. Bottom of the hour.
Rick and Bubba.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that really actually matter. Like the gap between your bed and wall that's big enough for your phone, but not your hand. or the gutters growing their own trees, or the wall outlet your kids keep calling Sparky. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be your heating or air conditioning. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Give Seth at Marshall's a call today at 812-967-3742, and we'll be glad to take care of you.
Do you wonder what it would be like to live without hip or knee pain? Joint replacement at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine makes it easier than you think. Schneck is proud to be one of the first in the region to offer Mako robotic arm assisted joint replacement surgery. This latest advancement transforms the way joint replacements are performed. Mako allows your surgeon to provide you with a personalized surgical experience based on your specific diagnosis and anatomy. This means less soft tissue damage and greater bone preservation, less blood loss, less pain, fewer days in the hospital, and faster recovery. Taking a walk, riding a bike, and playing with your grandchildren. These are just a few of the simple joys in life. But for those with bone and joint pain, these simple joys are often too painful or unbearable to truly enjoy. With Mako robotic arm-assisted surgery at Schneck, you can get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at SchneckOrtho.com.
Give Du Bois County Tire a call. Big or small, they service all. They have the name brand tires, you know, to keep you cruising on down the road. They got tires for driving me. They even got them for your farm machine.